Hey everyone, OT Life Hacker here. What's up? So I had an MRI, which is magnetic resonance imaging, done today, and that's to get pictures of what's going on inside my brain. Well, for me, inside my brain, but magnetic resonance imaging can be of different parts of your body and organs to get a closer look at what's going on. So I'm gonna go over why I had it done and why I've been having to get it done and what my experience is like and some tips for easing the process and helping you to not have to do it over and over in that one session, because one of my past sessions was supposed to be 45 minutes, but it ended up going to like 90 minutes because I sneezed. Because you're not supposed to move if whatever part they're imaging, you're not supposed to move it. And for me, it was my brain, and I had sneezed and accidentally hit my head on the little scan thing. So I'm pretty sure, they had to redo it. This time, I got it all right. I didn't have to redo it. I finished within the 45 minutes they had said it would take. And I've been told that it takes, maybe depending on what part of the body you're getting imaged, reason why you're going there, to get an MRI done, it can take anywhere from 15 to 90 minutes, 15 to 90 minutes. Mine was the in between. And the reason that I had it done was, of course, yes, recommended by the doctor, but and referred by the doctor, but because I had been having some problems. They did a scan, found something was there, and they're monitoring it. And so, knock on wood, everything's good, right? But either way, I've been getting the handle on how to not have to make yourself go through more than the needed allotted time. So last time it was 45 minutes, turned to 90 minutes. This time I stayed within the 45 minutes. And the way that it worked for me, because it's of the brain, they have the big tunnel thing, right? And then they also had a little, to me, I think of it like a net, a little mini tunnel that's around closer to your head. And so yes, be careful if you sneeze, because I bumped my head on that thing. not comfy at all. They have this net thing, and yes, I'm saying it wrong, sorry. I mean, I'm trying to say it in more like easy to understand, us who are not radiologists and all that, so that we can understand, right? So they have that around, and that, I believe, that does extra imaging. Correct me if I am misunderstanding it. Please do, in the comments below. And when you go in, they'll have the radiology technician talk to you through the machine, I think. Well, there's some sort of speaker and you can hear them. They give you earplugs if you want. Some, depending on the facilities, they may give you a TV to watch within the machine, or give you the music to listen to, some headphones, and maybe some other stuff. For me, it was just the sounds that you from the machine, and they give you earplugs. So I just put in the earplugs. It helps a little bit. And I'll save that for tips. So I got in, and the technician had said we're gonna begin, and then so the sounds start, and For me, it sounded like, I know people have said it sounds like a bird chirping. It does, it can sound like that. There's many different sounds that they play. They had this like this little knocking sound. Oh yeah, it sounds pretty much like that. Like that. It does sound like a bird, like a woodpecker, but not. They did have this one too, where it goes really fast. So there's a lot of repetitive sounds they have, and at different frequencies. So there can be sort of lower frequency, lower sounds, and then there's some higher frequency sounds that play. And it's funny because many times in the music, when it's playing, I turn it for myself into music. So I've imagined the birds chirping, a woodpecker pecking by my ear, and people like playing in a band, some rock music, all of that. I mean, you're gonna probably picture different things for sure. So they had, after like halfway through, they finished the imaging and they had brought me back out and put in, gave me a shot of the contrast dye, and then put me back into the machine for round 2, I think it was. And the sliding board which you're on does move a bit. So as the machine's doing different imaging, it'll move you for different pictures and such. And you get used to it after a while. So I mean, the sounds still vary, and at times it gets pretty loud. To be honest, for anyone who has had the imaging done and can be claustrophobic or have difficulty being in a small area, crowded area, or like for people with traumatic brain injuries, I've had to do this after I had a traumatic brain injury before, and the bright lights and the sounds can be a problem. I mean, this was when I was a kid, but still, it can be a problem having all of that. So how do you keep yourself from moving when you have all of those symptoms going on for you? Now, the tips I'm going to be sharing, these are what I used as I learned how to cope better with the MRI and all the sounds and the code. So when I came in, I asked for 5 blankets because I get really cold, and the last time I did it, I was shivering, and I was shivering to the point that I almost had to redo it again, the scan. Oh my gosh, I would have been like, oh my goodness, that would have been like 3 hours probably that I'd be in that machine. And so get all the blankets you need, cover everything up, your feet included. My feet were getting all cold, so I had to keep moving them around. And then also for me, I did a little bit of like massage with my hands and such to keep them, to keep them from moving, and also because it did give a little bit of rest and relaxation for me. I mean, give me a peace of mind. Just make sure you're not moving the part that they're imaging. But so doing some squeezes helped me keep relaxed. And when I heard the sounds, I would turn it into like I said, I turned it into some sort of entertainment for myself, just imagining people like having a band or something. And if you can, and if you're comfortable, during these times of all the stuff you gotta be careful of, bringing a stuffed animal maybe, or something that's precious to you, as long as it doesn't have metal in it, bringing that into the room and squeezing that or holding on to that. Practicing your relaxation techniques. Honestly, I found I meditated on all those sounds. I almost fell asleep in there, which I was like, I can't because I might start moving. Okay, so those are the tips that I have. The other tip is, so yes, you better be very, very comfortable as you can be in there. If you do have problems with all the sounds and lights, maybe you can ask for an eye mask. That might help a lot, and it helps keep your eyes closed. And ask for headphones, anything that can try to get all the sound out as much as possible. And pillows under my leg is what I did because it added to the comfort. And finding the best position for yourself. So you definitely, like I said, be as comfortable as you can because you'll be there for who knows how long. Maybe you might have to even redo it, but you want to try to prevent yourself from having to redo it because I'm sure you're on a timeline. So keep it, be as comfortable as you can so that you can stay in that position and be as relaxed as possible. All right, bye guys.